Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We interrupt this episode of Stephanie McMahon in CNX Tuesday to bring you the Guido Goes Off Elimination Chamber review. Hopefully this review will be as short as a sexual encounter with Heath Slater, and just because the pay-per-view was just as disappointing.
And no, this is not Zach and Mary Make a Porno. This is Wrestling 101, brought to you by the Guido.
Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off with me cracking open this beer. Good Lord.
Stone Cold said so.
No, I just
need a beer right about now.
I needed a few, because they're back to giving us half a pay-per-view again. And unfortunately, this, was pretty predictable. So, this should be quick. Starting off with the pre-show match, we had the Good Brothers, Gallows and Anderson, taking on the Miztourage of Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel.
Who are, wait for it, nerds!
You see where you are right now?
Well, I don't mind being a nerd, but...
I'm proud of it. I display it!
Yeah. I like being a nerd. I'm a gaming nerd, so... Not a comic nerd, but a gaming nerd.
But do you have Batman slippers?
No, but I have AJ Styles slippers.
You do have AJ Styles slippers. Have you ever gone on this man's Facebook? It's post a picture. Kind of like if you ever watch me see pictures I'm posting of me watching TV in the Batman slippers, his AJ slippers are right there.
Yeah.
The man loves him some AJ Styles. So if you want to talk about disappointment, this man's face showed it. Because there was no AJ Styles. Yeah. Except in the Fastlane promo. They did do that a little bit. And as you can see, it's myself, the Great Corey.
And Fastlane is brought to you by that shitty-ass fragrance by John Cena you can get at Walmart, which nobody buys.
You mean Tap Out Body Spray?
Yeah, Tap Out Body Spray.
I was wondering if they're going to recycle Tag.
Because I guess Axe is much better than that. So...
Axe is pretty good, but, everything in moderation, people. Literally everything in moderation. Alcohol, food, body spray. Guys.
I'm going to go to Walmart one day and just, spray every Axe spray in the aisle and, try it all and just, make a big cloud of mixed fragrances and just walk away from all of it.
What did the world ever do to you, man? Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah. I'm going to be a real rebel and spray the whole Axe can out in the aisle and just leave it empty and put it back on the shelf.
And, of course, as you can see, North got the comfy chair.
And yes, it is a live cat, even though North does not move very much. This is a live cat.
They've seen her move.
Okay.
They've seen her move. They're seeing her move right now. Just not much. She likes the chair. She likes the chair. I've been trying to get her to speak on camera, but I can't hear what she says.
She has cleaned it with her fur. All over the chair.
See, this is my problem wearing pretty much white and black, because I have a white cat, I have a white and black cat, I have a dark fur, a tabby, and then I just have an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
We should start talking about matches, shouldn't
we? We probably should, even though I went home to go take a nap for this pay-per-view, because I was really tired, and I came back for the main event I did see the female Elimination Chamber, which was first on the agenda, and I did come back at the end for the men's Elimination Chamber, but I didn't see anything else between that. So Guido will have to fill you in, or fill you guys in.
I got this.
Okay, I figured you did.
Okay, yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I had to dip into the supply. We saw my Twitter.
Cocaine?
Do I look like Mojo Rawley?
I was about ready to make that reference. Okay, Red Bull? Did you get the Red Bull?
I'm not a big fan of Red Bull.
Oh, okay.
I usually just do maybe 5-hour energies.
See, I've never had that.
Well, and plus they're totally safe.
Okay.
It's basically just a B vitamin shot with a little caffeine. It's totally safe.
All right. So, Did we talk about the pre-show already?
No, well, we tried to, and then we got sidetracked. Nothing wrong with that, mind you. Just a little glimpse into our lives. Just a little glimpse into our lives. North, anything to say?
Meow.
She got her wet food today. She's done with me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so, it happened.
I think North sleeps more than your brother.
She's a cat. 14 hours a day, dude. They gotta be ready for the hunt.
Alright.
Whether it's birds, mice, or the food dish, which doesn't move.
Yeah.
And anyway, it was good to see Gallows and Anderson win. It was also great at the end to see them interrupt the Revival promo. Because,
because nobody cares about the Revival. Like, the Ascension is barely over more than the Revival right now.
Well, I mean, they probably would be more interesting if they were there. But let's face facts. In the year they've been on the main roster,
mm-hmm.
they've been healthy for 2 months of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, one went out or another went out. Anyway, so
speaking of being unhealthy, aren't we so glad Jason Jordan isn't around right now? Is that his name?
Well, I mean, nobody wants to see anyone get hurt.
Yeah, because Kurt Angle said, "Shame on you in the ring, fellas."
Well, it's because people were happy that he was hurt.
I know, but Jason Jordan's not really Kurt Angle's father.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's
the whole thing's
so it's all lies.
The whole thing's a rib on Kurt, right?
Okay.
Yeah, because Kurt likes the brown sugar.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like
San Francisco treat, like Cajun food, like jambalaya, and
like he likes black women.
Okay, just cut to the chase. Don't get around it.
I thought it was pretty cut and dry. Rolling Stones sang about it, but what? All right. Anyway, so it's pretty much it is. It was what it was. It happened. Gallows and Anderson won, which is great because we're trying to elevate the Balor Club.
Mm-hmm. And they hit the Magic Killer at the end for the victory.
Yep.
Is that correct?
Yep, that's what I got written down here. Pin via Magic Killer. Okay, going on to the opening match of the actual card, which was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. Now, you had, let's see, who do we have here? You had Bayley and Sonya Deville starting it off. Good back and forth, good use of the chamber.
Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose came out in all white, like they were...
They've got their nerve.
Yeah, like they're so innocent.
Yes, the fighter and the fembot, as I like to call them.
Yes.
Hashtag Mandy is a fembot. And speaking of fembots, this went for a while until the 5-minute mark, and then Mandy Rose entered the chamber, and it was a double team on Bayley. Mm-hmm. I've never heard that phrase used before. Mm-hmm. I was trying to make a dirty joke, and it did not work. Okay. And then
I'm just late to laugh, so it was funny. It just took me a while. I'm blonde, so it's all good. We also have to say that Mickie James came out looking like Wonder Woman. I think they've done that gimmick in the women's division multiple times.
Yeah, remember Sasha was dressed like Wonder Woman?
Mm-hmm.
Wonder something.
And I think Alexa Bliss came out. They showed a little clip of her. She looked like she came out as Punky Brewster once.
Well, I know they tried to make her look like Harley Quinn.
Oh, that's with the little overalls and stuff.
No.
Okay, that was a different outfit.
No. They tried to make her look like Harley Quinn, except, enough that fans got the hint, maybe I should like this person, but not enough that they would get sued by DC. Mm-hmm. Anyway. So then, our favorite lady wrestler, Sasha Banks, entered in fourth. They beat down on Absolution, went on, and then let's see. And then I think then Sasha eliminated Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose, first one eliminated. You have failed Paige, and you have failed us all.
But to the credit of the fans, they haven't put in enough work yet to get far in their career. They haven't been.
And Mandy Rose is a fembot.
Yeah. But since they're new, they're not going to, fully push them all the way to the title.
Well, people think I hate blondes because I don't like Mandy Rose. I haven't cared for Alexa Bliss. And everyone knows how I feel about Liv Morgan. People think I hate blondes.
Why, you really hate me?
Have I told you to get out yet tonight?
No.
Okay.
But I did leave and come back, so.
Let's face it, it was a struggle getting through this pay-per-view. I can totally understand. Okay. So then Mickey was the 5th person in. And then Sonya, and then later on Sonya was eliminated. Sonya, you have failed Paige, and you have failed us all. Then Mickey was eliminated, and then left Sasha and Bayley waiting for Alexa to come out, and then Alexa was doing everything to escape the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Climbing
up the cage,
standing
on top of the pod. They people in the men's and women's, they actually stood on top of the pod quite a bit tonight. And by the way, they did redesign the pod from last year.
Actually, no, this was from 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they had to make it lighter because there was only certain places that could hold it because of the weight of the structure. They had to make it safer. And, of course, they had to smear their logo feces on the top. So you can do the Wile E. Coyote cam and see WWE right there!
Which on the network's $9.99 still.
Yes.
Not any higher, not any cheaper. So
$9.99 is the number that shall count.
Just right for all you people playing at home. Yeah, because we don't want to put that extra penny on there for $10. That sounds way too expensive. We need $9.99. That's cheaper than $10.
Try buying New Japan World, where you have to pay attention to exchange rates to see how much you're paying. Because it's 999 yen.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the exchange rate determines it. So it's usually less than $9 though, and totally worth it.
Which I want to throw something out there. If Chris Jericho ever happens to watch this podcast, I want to go on your cruise coming up.
Just buy a ticket.
Like I get to travel to Miami very often, so. But anyway, that does look very awesome. I'm very jealous.
It does.
The people that get to go on that.
It does.
The Young Bucks, a lot of good other wrestlers, good music. Totally off the topic of WWE, even though Chris Jericho, I don't know, is still in WWE or not.
It's iffy subject, but keep going.
I don't know if he has a contract with them or not still. But he's still the Ayatollah of rock and roll.
He does, but he can do what he wants.
Yeah. And I bet Fozzy would put on a hell of a show, too, at the event.
Well, Braun Strowman plays bass.
Get these hands.
Okay.
We'll get to that later.
All right, back to the women's chamber match. Sasha backstabbing Bayley, and then Sasha getting pinned at the end. And your winner, and still your Raw Women's Champion, Alexa Bliss. Not a surprise.
Yeah, not a surprise.
Not a surprise at all. But it felt so good watching Sasha cry.
Yeah, not to ruin it for you guys, but like when WrestleMania comes, Alexa Bliss is obviously going to lose to Asuka. So. Or no, wait. She is wrestling Asuka. That's right. It's on the Raw pay-per-view.
Not necessarily. And I'll actually get to that point in a little bit once we get to that match. Anyway. Yeah. So, I kind of like how Alexa's doing, it seems like she's going to turn face, and then, I'm a heel bitch! In her promo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's...
Oh, because Renee Young interviewed her after she won in the ring.
Yes, well, and
She said,
and then you had, Sasha over on the steps crying like Jamie Oliver.
She was like, little girls, dreams can come true, anything you believe in. And then she goes and says something else that like totally was opposite of what she was talking about.
Norse turned her back on us. Yeah. Well, it's a pretty big back. She's a large cat. But yeah, your winner is still Raw Women's Champion Alexa Bliss. I'm just saying a lot of hate for Alexa Bliss because she's the worst champion in history. Clearly, you weren't there for Gilbert's cruiserweight or light heavyweight championship reign. But I have to admit, this is kind of true.
And hey, in WCW, if David Arquette can be a world heavyweight champion, anything can happen in wrestling.
Okay, when we say anything, we didn't necessarily mean anything good. But I just feel like they've made Alexa and in the way the Raw Women's Championship kind of irrelevant. Mm-hmm. Because it's all for you, Charlotte. It's all for you. And if Charlotte's not on that roster, fuck all. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so the next match was for the Raw Tag Team Championships. The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro defending against Titus. Well,
Dana Brooke is doing an exceptional job, not wrestling.
Be useful!
Dana,
hit somebody with a clipboard!
Dana Brooke can...
For once in your life, be useful, Dana!
Dana Brooke, I wish I had your job in life. I could just walk down to the ramp and stand by ringside. I could totally...
You wish you could not be able to do your job and yet still have a job?
I would rather, do what she does and work at Home Depot right now. I mean, shit.
She's a step above Eva Marie!
You evil monkey! Okay.
But honestly, Dana Brooke is horrible. But yeah, so... I mean, it was kind of just basically paint by numbers match.
And it's not fair to Apollo.
Just Apollo now.
What?
Yeah, it's just Apollo.
I wasn't there tonight.
He dropped his last name.
Okay.
Actually, Vince made him drop his last name. And it's not because his last name sounds similar to the guy that did the shooting. It was because crazy old man. You're like, you're losing your last name, and you're losing your last name, and you're losing your last name. Everybody's losing their last name.
It's just really a
shame.
Wait,
I did this wrong. Hold on.
It's just a shame for
everyone's losing their last name.
It's just really a shame for Apollo because he's been there for a while and he's very talented, athletic, and they just don't give a crap about him. They just don't push him. They don't push him like they should. Because he's not Roman Reigns or Braun Strowman or John Cena.
Well, Braun Strowman's not even getting pushed like Braun Strowman should be.
I know. That's true.
It's either you're Roman, you're Cena, or you're background noise.
It's either you're Roman or you're not Roman.
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, the Bar doing a double team move, your winners, and still Raw Tag Team Champions, the Bar. The Bar.
Yes.
The Bar. Okay. Moving on. To I want to say a very match.
But before that, I wasn't here for the match. And the Bar match, did they have in the chant, "You look stupid" for Sheamus? Did that come up in the match or no?
I think it was more directed at Dana.
Okay. Fair enough.
She looks like Alexander York on steroids.
Okay.
Do I have to explain who Alexander York was?
Probably, yes, you do.
Terry Runnels.
Okay.
She was a manager in WCW as named Alexander York. She would carry around it's like back in the 80s, the portable computer that basically looked like just a giant freaking keyboard. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she would carry one of those around and give it to her clients to use as a foreign object.
Nice.
Wrestling!
Almost like the guitar gimmick.
Yeah. Okay. We then had the match between the irresistible force, because a movable object would be fat shaming, Nia Jax versus the undefeated Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. There was a special stipulation attached to this one. If Nia won, it would make the match for the Raw Women's title a triple threat
at WrestleMania.
Now, I want to mention something. I'm not sure.
You have the floor. We are on live.
I better have the floor. It's my freaking show.
Don't let me stop you, then, because I was the only one here that can. I don't see North speaking up anytime soon.
I feed North.
Yeah, but I don't see North interrupting you anytime soon. So go ahead.
Yeah, she's up. She's like, I don't know. If you ever have listened to Asuka's promos ever since the Royal Rumble, she has always said, "I will face the champion and I will be champion at WrestleMania." Mm-hmm. She has never mentioned Raw once or Alexa once. She goes SmackDown, folks.
Interesting. Have you ever noticed that Asuka's entrance, to come down to the ring, is just slightly less longer than the Undertaker's? Good God, it takes forever to get down to the ring. She really takes her time, but it's just slow.
She's hoping they're ready, but no one is ready for Asuka.
Yeah. She's
giving them time, though. That's sporting on her part. Okay. Yeah, so
Guido's gonna have to take this one because I was not here for that match. So.
Okay. They're trying to make Nia look strong.
She's not like most girls.
No. See, most girls aren't The Rock's cousin and can walk out of a job and still have a job.
Burn! Burn!
Well, remember, we can't talk about her weight.
Okay. You just did!
I didn't say anything about it. I just said we can't talk about it.
You didn't say how high or low her weight is.
Yeah, why would I do that? Why would I do that to somebody?
You didn't project a number,
or an analogy,
higher or lower than 200 pounds, greater than or less than.
Because that's body shaming and that's wrong.
But you have no problem telling thin girls to eat a sandwich.
You're damn right I don't.
And when they say
you're goddamn right,
and when they say ribs is on the menu, we mean on the menu, not ribs on the body.
I want to see ribs on my plate, not on my waitress. Sandwiches. Love them. In certain extreme cases, I want to give. You know what I'll give those women? Nachos.
Yeah.
Actually, there's only one woman I give nachos. Okay,
and
maybe
wings.
three. And maybe three. But, hey, winners get wings.
Is one of those girls you're talking about who the shirt that you're wearing right now on the podcast, who you're talking about probably?
Oh, I totally give Paige nachos.
Okay. Yes.
Well, I'm sure she would ask nicely. And
Or even, potato skins that are, dressed up with nacho toppings on the potato skins. Yes, that would be good too. Sour cream, cheese, those little green.
Quit it! You're making me hungry, Corey. Okay, but they had to make Nia look like a monster, and
monster,
and then Asuka making the comeback, and then Nia, I'm a monster again, and having Asuka squeak by with a roll up, but
so I know I wasn't here for this match, but I already know there was a Samoan drop probably at least 1 or 2 times during this match.
Duh,
because that's Nia's only move.
And apparently,
and the Hulk Hogan leg drop.
Oh, and
so that was probably there
and
too.
Botching.
Okay,
trying to crush Asuka's legs because she's not like most girls.
But is she a real American? Like Hulk Hogan? She's Samoan? I don't know where she's born.
I think she was born in the States.
Okay.
I honestly do not care.
We don't care.
I do not care about Nia Jax.
You guys can Wikipedia it if you really care, but we don't.
I don't.
Okay.
I just don't care.
We could go off topic and talk about people we do care about, like Kenny Omega. He's pretty cool. But that's in another castle game.
Are you saying your Princess Kenny is in another castle?
Yes.
Look at what we went from WWE to New Japan to South Park. Wow. The bar.
How about them Briscoes?
Sandy Fork versus everybody. Okay.
OVE. Everyone versus
Ohio versus everything.
Everything.
Dude, if you're going to talk about Impact, you talk about Rosemary.
LAX.
No, you talk about Rosemary.
That's it.
That's it.
Not even Laurel Van Ness?
She's coming to WWE.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she asked for her release.
Everybody asked for their release of it. The only person that has to stay there, that is chained, like ball and chain there, is EC3. And that's pretty much it.
Where the hell have you been?
Why, is he not there no more either? Did he quit?
He's in NXT again.
Nah!
Yeah!
I don't have the network. Sorry, guys. I don't see NXT and I work. So, I don't...
No.
You know what? I apologize because I have Impact on my DVR and I'm very, very backed up on my Impact. So, I haven't got current on my shows. I do know...
He got his release because of... Well, fuck Impact, fuck Anthem. And, well, I know here pretty soon, El Verizon is going to get his release, too. And he's now begging WWE for his job back.
Okay. I guess we should get back to the paper.
We probably should. Because I think we just spent 3 minutes talking about...
So, we just wrapped up.
Yeah, did we even talk about the finish?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we just get to the next one? Yeah, so your winner, Asuka. And then Nia decided to do some extracurriculars and put Asuka through the barricade. So proof positive, Nia can break barricades, but apparently not streaks. Because we all know Nia may be a superwoman, but we all know her kryptonite, the network. She is just fine on Raw, but once it becomes a pay-per-view... Yep, she's about as strong as an anemic baby. Okay,
right,
so
next.
moving on to the match that could have been better. Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy.
Wonderful. I know that.
Wookie! Yes, I wish I could delete this from my brain.
Obsolete. Delete.
Yeah.
Delete.
Because they keep taunting us with Vanguard 1 and Sheldon and Senior Benjamin and...
Oh, really?
They keep taunting us with it, but we never get it.
Sheesh. I think we're all...
We got Matt Hardy winning,
I think, we're waiting for Jeff Hardy to return, too. Because,
yes.
It's
a lot of people are saying they missed that obsolete mule.
Oh. Because Jeff Hardy is the only one that can do jumping off of high things. Just only other person is Shane McMahon to get over.
Yeah, or just somebody being interesting. Yeah, it's just this could be so much more, but it's just it's just.
I think what they had rumors, what they should do is Rosemary from TNA should come to WWE and be Sister Abigail for Bray Wyatt.
Rosemary should come to WWE and be Rosemary.
Okay, well, yeah. But Sister Abigail still would be cool.
Do you know that when they originally going to bring up the Wyatt family, Paige was supposed to be Sister Abigail?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Because they had no fucking clue how to deal with talent. This is how they
Speaking
deal.
of, like,
This is how they deal with
speaking of,
talent.
like,
Bury it.
And, like, speaking of burying talent, I guess they're trying to push a little bit, but, like, Bray Wyatt, remember, like, the Wyatt family? Like, nobody gives a crap about the Bludgeon Brothers on SmackDown. Like, nobody cares.
Nobody gives a crap about
They
the
just
tag
give-
team division
they
on
just-
SmackDown.
they just-
Nobody gives a crap about SmackDown as a whole.
They just get the Bludgeon Brothers jobbers every week. Like, we get it. They're supposed to be, like, overpowered and stuff. Yeah. Like, can you at least give them, like, the Ascension or, like, Breezango to face?
They did.
Okay.
You really gotta watch more.
I do.
They show up for pre-shows. Okay. Then Matt Hardy was your winner. Moving on to the Ronda Rousey contract signing, which only got interesting when Kurt Angle was spilling the beans about what was discussed.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? What, weren't you the ones that said we own the bitch now? That's my personal favorite line that Kurt Angle has said since he's returned.
So I did see, when I got back over here, I did see, like, the replay of that from the after show and her coming down and them talking about it and she was in the ring. So this makes me wonder, like, at WrestleMania, are they going to do a tag team with her and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie and Triple H?
They might, well, they did everything but say it outright. I'm not going to lie, because... So we're going to have two Olympic medalists. Remember, Ronda got a bronze in judo. Kurt Angle's a gold medalist. Versus, now I've been saying which game, because there's another word I'd like to say describing Stephanie McMahon, but, let's see, was it which game? Because I couldn't use bitch game, I couldn't use cunt game, I couldn't use baby breaker, I couldn't use...
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently Stephanie's running out of dead children to exploit, so, now she's got to ride the coattails of every woman in WWE.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, literally. If you ever think about it, you see it if you see it, every time these women make history, Stephanie has to be right fucking there!
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to use Ronda Rousey to push Stephanie McMahon as this big star.
Yeah, and then at the end they had like interview with Renee Young interviewing at the desk with Stephanie McMahon, and Renee Young said, "What a great pay-per-view it was," and Stephanie said, "Oh, it was a great pay-per-view." It was like, "What pay-per-view did you watch, Stephanie?"
Yeah, exactly.
Were you watching like last year's WrestleMania or something?
Do you hear yourself talk? Because literally, I mean, it wasn't enough to go out on Raw and break the balls of every male competitor. You now have to ride the coattails of every female competitor. And now you got Ronda Rousey not to bring emphasis to your women's division, but for some ungodly reason to make you look good. You! The person that the wonderful fans of this show voted to get the ever-loving hell off my TV! You are not your father! You are not your brother! You are not your husband!
Tell us how you really feel. Or I think you just did.
Oh, no. I'm just warming up. I am just warming up. And so how are they going to promote somebody who's basically had any success in their life handed to them? By using someone else who has had the majority of her success handed to her.
That is correct.
Because let's face facts. Okay. Did Ronda Rousey win the Women's Bantamweight Championship? No! It was given to her by Dana White. They built that division around her. She didn't have to earn a damn thing. And now, they're bringing her in for probably two reasons. One, to do the job, to make for some ungodly reason, the woman who literally has no business being in the business and 2, simply to jack up the price of the broadcast partnerships. Because as we all know, WWE is entertaining every offer there is for the broadcast rights. USA is in the hunt. Google's in the hunt. I don't know why Google's in the hunt. Fox is in the hunt. Facebook's in the hunt. Disney's in the hunt. That is the only reason Ronda Rousey was signed by WWE. It was not to help the WWE women's division at all. Because let's face facts, if the last name isn't Flair, they don't give a fuck about any woman in the women's division, be it Raw, be it SmackDown.
Yeah, they don't care about oh gosh, why can't I think of her name? The girl, the red hair girl in SmackDown,
Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch. They don't care about Becky Lynch.
They don't care about anyone. It's all for Charlotte. It's all for her. I don't know how many times I have to bring this, and now you brought in Ronda fucking Rousey. And what are you going to do with her?
They maybe they'll like
make Stephanie McMahon a big star.
So this is the question though too with Ronda Rousey. Is she just gonna be like on pay-per-views every once in a while like Brock Lesnar? Or is she gonna be active?
According to her deal, she is a full-time wrestler.
Okay. Which I think was it the Performance Center or something? I saw like a clip that she was getting trained by Santina Morella or something like that, or no?
Well, actually, they were showing clips, but it looks like she was getting trained by Brian Kendrick. It looked like Kendrick's gym. But again, this is only to boost the price of the broadcast rights. They don't give a fuck about the women. Unless their name is Charlotte Flair. Yeah, I said it.
So what's your opinion on them using the Roddy Piper gimmick for? Like, do you think like she should have her own gimmick? Like
Piper said he was okay with it before his death. And the jacket she is wearing, that's actually Piper's jacket. It was given to her by his son.
Okay.
I don't have to like it, because she clearly does not have the mic skills of one Roddy Piper. She does not have the charisma of one Roddy Piper. And maybe, just maybe you could teach these things, but I doubt it.
So basically what happened in the ring is she put Triple H through the table during her contract signing.
And then Stephanie slapped her and walked off. Or, like, hid.
But there is no Elimination Chamber pod to get herself locked. Unfortunately.
That would have been cool.
Yeah. So moving on from that,
is it? People are gonna think I'm really angry about the women's division.
It's your podcast. You can say what you want.
And Mandy Rose is a fembot.
Okay.
Hashtag Mandy is a fembot. Okay. Then after that, delightful bit of stuff. The main event, the men's elimination chamber. Now, as we do, there are a couple stipulations. Miz would be starting it off. Elias would be coming out last. The match started
with 3 people in the ring.
Yeah, 3 people. Like a seven-man elimination chamber.
Never done before.
And it started out with the workhorses of the match. You had The Miz, Finn Balor, and Seth Rollins starting it off.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get gross? And I thought that I thoroughly thought that Elias would get eliminated first. I was wrong. He got eliminated second.
Yeah, I knew it was either going to be Miz, Elias, or Finn.
Okay. So basically, like I said, we had Miz, Rollins, and Finn starting it off. Then, surprisingly enough, Cena, the 4th man in.
Yeah.
Coming out of the first pod. Let's see. And then Reigns coming out.
Cena actually hit an AA on Braun Strowman. Yeah. It wasn't very pretty, but he did.
Well, we got to get there first.
Okay.
And then, I don't know why, but it looked like they were all kneeling in front of the Miz.
Oh, yeah, so he could do the yes kicks.
Yeah.
And playing Duck Duck Goose almost, it looked like.
Yeah, I remember John was saying that it looked like Miz was trying to be part of Bullet Club. I said, or trying to be Negan. Walking Dead jokes. I heard the season premiere was tonight, and but anyway, so then Braun came out and just started destroying things. Eliminated the Miz. Then Elias came out, made all the pods were empty. Eliminated Elias. Eliminated let's see.
But before that, it was funny because they all started punching on Braun, and then they all simultaneously pinned Braun.
Yeah, they all tried to pin him, and then he just kicked everybody off.
He kicked everybody off.
Then he eliminated Cena. Then he eliminated Balor. Then Rollins turned on Reigns.
It was down to like half the Shield, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Shield versus
Braun.
And
then Rollins went after Reigns, and then got a running power slam for his trouble. Yeah, Corey did have a great joke during this. Once Braun's pod opened, wasn't it? Because I think I tweeted it. Attention Kmart shoppers, we have a blue light special.
Get these hands! Oh yeah!
But and then
get these hands.
Yep, and then you're down to
hashtag
get these hands. Hashtag Mandy is a fembot.
And Elias too. He cowered like a little girl in the pod. He closed the pod on himself. But then,
dude, Braun was in there.
Yeah, and then I know this is after what we were talking about, but everybody got knocked down from a finisher, and then that's when Elias came out of the pod and he just went around the ring pinning everybody to try to get a pin.
Well, yeah, it's a smart move. It's a very smart move. So then it came down to Braun and Roman wins. Lol. No shock to anyone. Your winner, Roman Reigns, who will now go on to face Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania.
So one thing I do want to ask, if you know or not, is Cena going to face Undertaker at WrestleMania?
It's rumored.
Okay.
I know there's been footage of Taker training, so it's possible.
Gotcha.
It's possible. It worries me, but it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Elimination Chamber in a nutshell. Like a walnut shell, not a peanut shell. We needed something tougher because wrestling. So Corey, what'd you think? Did North move again?
Yeah. We'll have to watch the replay on the podcast when she moved. No, I mean it was okay. I mean, I've seen worse pay-per-views. I've seen better pay-per-views. Here's hoping Fastlane is a little bit better at least, but who knows?
It just sucks. It just always seems like the elimination.
Why do we gotta wait for WrestleMania? Deliver to us now. Don't make us wait 2 months for something good. It's not fair for him that pays the money every month for the pay-per-views.
I'm waiting for something good too. I'm getting something. I don't know if I call it good. I mean, good lord, this pay-per-view.
He gets NXT, I guess.
This pay-per-view is predictable.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Wonder could see where these matches were going.
Yeah, we were predicting beforehand that Roman Reigns was going to win.
Everyone knew Roman Reigns was going in.
Yeah.
Going to ring. It's because Roman getting over or bust. It's and that's why SmackDown's suffering, because there's no Roman Reigns. I bet if Roman Reigns was on SmackDown, SmackDown would be.
Where the hell is Samoa Joe injured or something?
Yes, Samoa Joe's injured.
Okay. Damn, they need to get Samoa Joe back, and they need to get Dean Ambrose back soon.
Be patient.
Yeah. Chris Jericho needs to make an appearance.
We could talk to a balloon's face about making things better, but honestly, CM Punk said it years ago in that pipe bomb. The only way anything will change to WWE is when Vince McMahon dies.
That is correct. That is exactly what he said.
And because let's face facts, Triple H could get all the power he wants on 205 Live and NXT, but let's face facts, Vince is going to keep hold of the main roster until either he dies or decides I'm going to go all in into the XFL.
I do want to say, the one thing I don't have the network, so I don't get to watch the cruiserweights on 205 Live, but
it's not bad.
I do like how they did get a general manager in the form of Rockstar Spud,
Drake Maverick,
who is now what he just said. I'm glad they hired him because I really liked him in Impact.
Did they use the porn name formula for that? Honestly.
What's his name again?
Drake Maverick.
Okay. Sounds like Dirk Diggler from Boogie Nights. Or Brock Landers. Or Roller Girl. Which Heather Graham is very cute. Still.
I was talking. I said all those things. Or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how you want to give it in a star level or letter grade or whatever you want to do.
C+.
Okay, what's the best and worst of it?
The best was I was here for the Elimination Chamber women's and the men's. I guess the worst was probably everything in between except for maybe the Asuka and Nia Jax match.
Okay, it's like, once again, we're getting incomplete pay-per-views. We get,
there needs to be a better tag team division besides just the bar. That's all they have.
There just needs to be, we could talk, we could spend an hour talking about what's wrong with WWE and still never fix anything. Let's just say this pay-per-view is not getting Guido's seal of approval, Walrus of approval, Sea Lion of approval, Manatee of approval, because this, what my no sir, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because it was exactly as predicted.
Mm-hmm.
There was no change. There was no swerves, nothing. It was exactly what was going to happen. We knew Alexa was going to win. We knew Sasha and Bayley were going to get into it. We knew Seth and Roman were going to get into it. We knew Roman was going to win.
We thought maybe Nia was going to win. Maybe.
No.
No.
No. They're waiting for Ronda Rousey to break Asuka's streak.
Okay.
Because Nia's not like most girls. She's also not Ronda Rousey. But yeah, it's this. This is one of those ones that, and Elimination Chamber has had a history of not being very good.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, then again, I remember, I actually just, you come to think of it, WrestleMania 34 is going to be in New Orleans. Oh, excuse me. And right before WrestleMania 30, which was in New Orleans, the Elimination Chamber beforehand sucked ass. So, is it just Elimination Chambers prior to WrestleManias in New Orleans that just suck? Or you're wondering, I know. Okay, but what did you folks think of Elimination Chamber? As always, let me know in the comment section below. And, of course, the social media. So, until next time, I'm the Guido.
I'm Corey.
And I think we're done here. No, did I ever teach you the 3-Suite?
No.
Okay, we got to do the 3-Suite. Okay? Yeah. Close enough. Because remember, anything less is a lawsuit.
Okay.
Take care now.